Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB The Show has baseball from Progressive Field. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. The Red Sox have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Eduardo Rodriguez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Striding in for Boston, Eduardo Nunez, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, B-Row?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball into gaps, take extra bases. Just great offensive approaches up and down. Be on the lookout for some guys looking to do some serious damage today.
Count even at 2-2. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and Pedroia's got himself a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone, grab your glove and flash some leather.
Here's Mookie Betts. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Brantley. Onto the home run porch and gone. Two runs on the board after the home run by Mookie Betts. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hanley Ramirez. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better. That might have woke him up.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Kipnis is there, and there's out number 2. Next up for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. The 2-1 home. Swing hard liner to left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he's safe.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Standing in now, Andrew Valenzuela, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second, and Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rick Porcello gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Bradley is right there, 1 down. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. In his career against Porcello, he's batting .324. He's taken him deep once. Porcello is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone.
Slide and a stop by Pedroia. It's in time. Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Lindor, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Popped him up. Valenzuela has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians go. So striding forward now, Brandon Belt. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. And that one just missed outside.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he rips it on the ground to second. Taken in by Kipnis. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground. Holt ranging up the middle, and that's the first out. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. In his career against Porcello, he comes in with 16 base hits in 58 tries. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 1-2. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And that's in there for strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to it.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall is there. Makes the play, 1 away. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings. And you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Ready for another chance? Dustin Pedroia. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it, 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Ready with another 2-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 home. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. In now, Kelly Hamilton, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home third. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Here's Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter.
And the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Benintendi can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitcher's hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
You watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Andrew Valenzuela. And this one gets away. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Ramirez at third. Benintendi stands at second. No outs. Still even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. On deck, the left-handed hitting Brandon Belt. Now the 3-2 pitch. Change up inside. They lost him. Ball 4. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. First time up, he went down looking. Set and the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through. A base hit. Benintendi rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they move on top 4-0.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Brock Holt now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Chopped weakly to the left. Sandoval's got to get rid of it. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of it.
The relay, and he is in there.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Grounded to short. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Indians nothing. Here's Michael Brantley. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball stays a little high that time.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
0-1, here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Count remains at 0-2. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hit.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So now Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back to Progressive Field in just a moment. Ready for another shot now. Hanley Ramirez, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through. A leadoff single for Ramirez. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And you can see on the graphic there he currently leads the Red Sox in that department. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Dan Otero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Another one sent foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
The catcher, number 17.
Digging in once again, Andrew Valenzuela. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Grounded back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it. There's one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana settles in to lead off the inning. Back up the middle. Holt on the grass, and a good throw gets him one gone. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in and looking for more, Brock Holt. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is digging in for his second at bat. Kelly Hamilton will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
But Pedroia there to pull it in, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 48.
Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Rick Porcello makes his way back out onto the mound, and we're ready to continue. Set to face him first, Pablo Sandoval. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swinging and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Porcello sets. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out with the man at first. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Now a ball lined softly down the right field line, but foul. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
In there, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the... Trying to pick things up where he left off. Dustin Pedroia, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Here's Mookie Betts. He swings and grounds it to short. Lindor loves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bouncing ball headed for Sandoval at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 1 down. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana. He was a ground out victim last time up. Line toward the gap in left center. Benintendi will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through. He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Bradley moving in. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Boone Logan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided.
A swing by Benintendi, and this is driven to deep right. And it's gone as they add still another. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot, and that is 27 for him on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Stepping in now, Andrew Valenzuela. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. His previous meetings with Boone Logan. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Ball 1. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder.
Digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Slider's in for a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. There's Sandoval. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Digging in to try it again, Kelly Hamilton. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Holt backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 8.
In now for Cleveland, Lonnie Chisenhall. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Porcello has his target, coming at him with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 home. Hit back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of
Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit hard back up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Left for the Tribe. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Chris Young will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. 13 home runs, 27 driven in. Ready with the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than .400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Rajay Davis come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out. Ground ball foul down the left side. He'll enter play here with an average just over .250. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. Heading out towards shallow right. Chisenhall has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. Here's Mookie Betts. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Michael Saunders will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And that one stayed too low, apparently. His previous meetings with Boone Logan, he's 0 for 5. Pickoff move to second, back in standing. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 8-0.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Sandy Leon will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Young is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Michael Saunders will stick around as he'll take over in right field. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Here's Carlos Santana now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and 1 strike. Lindor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Ready once again, Adam Jones. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Last strike now for Cleveland. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out here and a runner at second. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now an 8-1 game. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Red Sox make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only 1 single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
8-1 is the final tonight. Boston, with their 97th win, tops in the division. Rick Porcello wins for a league-high 19th time this year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Eduardo Rodriguez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Dan Plesac.